Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video will be a special video. It will be on ELF. So I got this very big package. You can see it's a very big package from ELF Cosmetics that I bought. So the ELF Cosmetics, I'm gonna show you guys today, hit or miss. I'm gonna try ELF products. Some of them I have used before and some of them it's gonna be my first trial today. So as you can see, I am all barefaced today. So I'm gonna try out the makeup I just bought from ELF, and I'm gonna show you guys if I like it or not, and if I'm gonna use it again or not. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm gonna start my makeup or moisturizing my skin. So I'm gonna use this ELF Illuminating Eye Cream. This is an eye cream which I'm gonna put under my eyes. I already exfoliated my skin before I did my makeup, and I didn't use any moisturizer today because I'm gonna use this eye cream and then I'm gonna use something for a moisturizer. So I'm gonna take, this is like a white jelly type liquid. I'm gonna take a little bit and put it under my eyes. It will just have a glowy finish. It's an eye cream. It says over here it helps hydrate, minimize the appearance of dark circles and puffiness for glowy, healthy looking skin. It's infused with purified water and vitamin E. So yeah. I'm gonna do that. The next thing I'm gonna use is from it's their Prep and Hydrate Balm with purified water, shea, and vitamin E. It's a clear, cooling balm, helps hydrate and prep skin for makeup application. So I'm gonna this claims to be primer and a moisturizer too. So I'm gonna use this. It's it comes in a it's a stick like this. You open it, and yes, you can see it's like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rub it all around my face just so that my face is nice and like hydrated for the makeup. Like I have never tried ELF Cosmetics like foundations and stuff. I have tried their eyebrow kit, I believe, and I think I have tried one of their eyeshadows, but these stuff I have never tried. Okay, so I hydrated my skin really well because it's dry, it's winter and my face is very dry. As you can see, I have a little bit pimples coming over here. So I tried looking for a concealer like one of like this, the color correcting concealer, but I didn't find it in ELF. If you find it, just let me know. So for color correcting, I'm gonna use the NYX color correcting concealer palette. I'm just gonna take a little bit over here. The main reason I'm gonna take it is for the acne over here. And I'm going to take a little bit of the purple one over here to hydrate my skin. Yes. So after that, there is two type of foundation that I want to try. This is the all over cover stay. It provides coverage for under eyes, serves as a facial spot concealer, help mask blemishes and skin redness. So I believe it's like a concealer. So the foundation I'm going to use today is the ELF Flawless Finish Foundation. That's the foundation. I ordered it online, so I tried finding them like the most closer one. I found this Alabaster, so I think it's gonna be a little light, but still I'm gonna try and see how is it. So it comes in a pump like this. I really love pump foundation because I think they are like, I can control how much I'm gonna use it. So I'm gonna, I think it gives a full coverage it's a full coverage foundation. Flawless finish foundation. It's a lightweight, oil-free design to help your even skin tone for a long-lasting, beautiful semi-matte finish. So it gives you a semi-matte finish. That's really good for my very dry skin. So I'm going to take a little bit and blend it with my beauty blender. So I'm going to take a little bit and I think the concealer with the foundation is too much light for me. Oops, I look like so scary. I think the foundation is too much light for me. But still, I'm going to try to work it out. So for foundation, when you have too much, I think you think it's too much light for you, you can use as a base for your eyeshadows, as a concealer. And if you blend it well, you really get a nice base. So you can work it around. And if you think it's too light for you, you can also try it with one of the like dark foundations you have. You can mix it well and then use it. So that's the it's a little bit foundation I use. Like you can see, I take 2 pumps and it's still over here. So it takes like a little bit foundation, goes a little like a long way. I think I'm really impressed with the foundation, and I think the coverage is like, it's not a full coverage, it's like a medium to light coverage. So I believe and for the price, I think the price was $6, I believe. I'm gonna list the pricing below for you guys who wants to know the price. So that's for the foundation. It gives a very like medium coverage foundation. It's not a very full coverage, and it's very hydrating. So for my eyes today, I'm gonna use this e.l.f. concealer. This is the e.l.f. both-sided concealer 2 ways. This is the concealer, this is the highlighter. I'm gonna use the concealer today. I think e.l.f. is it's a brand that that gives you like makeup items for less prices. So people who are on a tight budget, or people who are just starting to do makeup, they can try it with the help of e.l.f. And I'm gonna use this powder today. This is the e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finish Powder. It's a lightweight and a tinted powder that helps to minimize the pores. I'm gonna use this powder to have a base for my eyes. I'm going to set the concealer. So it's a very pressed powder like this. You can open it. It's very cute inside, small in size. Oops. So I'm going to take a little bit and just... I really want to try the e.l.f. brushes, but I didn't get a chance this time. So most probably next time I'm going to come up with all the brushes. Comment below if you want to see a brush haul, like what brushes I want to use or something like that. So first of all, starting with the brows, I'm going to do my brows with this. This is the e.l.f. eyebrow kit, which I have already. This is the one in medium. It has a wax over here, and a powder shade. I think it's too light for me, but still we're gonna try. And the other brow pencil I'm gonna use today, it's the e.l.f. brow pencil in the shade Deep Brown. It's a slim mechanical pencil shapes, define and fills in brows for a natural polished look. You know I'm up for a natural brows, so today I'm gonna do that. So one of the more thing I'm gonna use to like just to have my eyelashes over here, it's this one that I've been using for a long time. This is the e.l.f. I think it's the instant brow kit. I'm gonna put the name in the description below. So first of all, I'm gonna start with the with this brow kit. I'm gonna take this one and then just outline my brows and see. I guess you can see this is too light. I used to use it just to fill up my brows, but today I'm gonna use this brow pencil. Where did I leave it? Yes, this deep brow pencil, and see how is this one. I'm so bad with opening products because I believe it just doesn't open from my hand. So this one is the eyebrow pencil. It comes with a spoolie and then a deep brown brow pencil. You can see it's a pencil. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm just gonna draw and with this, and I'm going to draw this one too. I see a lot of people having like a very defined brows, but for my instance, I don't have a defined brows. I think my brows are just like, because I never did my eyebrows like that. So yeah, so I'm gonna use the spoolie just so that the brows stays in place. And also, I'm gonna use this brow gel from the one for eyebrows. I'm gonna use it just to have a definition, just so that my brows are sticking together. You can see it's a gel form, so it's gonna make my and then what I'm gonna do is with my foundation. Where's my foundation? Oops. I have a very bad habit of losing stuff. Like, it would be in front of me and I would lose it. So I'm gonna take, as the foundation is a little bit too light for me, I'm gonna take it as a concealer and just do it in here. Oops. I really destroyed it. So yeah. And you can also do it with a wipe. Just take a little bit of the wipe thing and just do it over like this. Like over here. If you think you wiped it. Okay. So let's start from the eyes. We already did the base for the eyes already. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this palette. This is the e.l.f. Matte for Matte palette. I have heard so much about this palette from my friends, from other YouTubers, that this palette is so much better So this is the one I'm gonna use today. It's it has 10 shades in here, I think. Yes. So what are you guys doing for the New Year's? What's your resolution? Are you guys enjoying your New Year? I think for the New Year it's going too much, like especially I live in New York. It's like so cold in here, like it's unbelievable. So this is the palette. It's the one Summer Breeze matte for matte eyeshadows. So the palette comes like this. It comes with 10 pretty colors. So first of all, for my crease color, I'm gonna take this color over here, and do my creasing. I love eyeshadow palette which has a mirror, so I can see like if I'm doing it well or not. I think the e.l.f. palettes are like they are pigmented a little bit, and I love eyeshadow palettes which are less pigmented because I think they can be like you can build it around. So I'm gonna then take this brownish color over here and blend it with my crease, the outer corner of my eyes. And the next brush I'm gonna use is the Luxie brush. My favorite for the outer corners of my eyes. I'm gonna use this purplish shade over here, this one, in the outer corners of my eyes. Just so that it blends really well with the blue, like you can see a pretty shade of purple. I think this palettes were $10, and for sale I think they were like I think after I bought it I saw it's on sale for $5. So if the price is $5, it's very good for the price, because I think for palettes for 10 shades and $5 is very good. So I'm gonna blend it well. I think this purplish shade you can just see a little bit. It makes it so well with the crease shade. And then I'm gonna take, let me see, what brushes can I take? I'm gonna take a small, like this brush, and take the black shade in here a little bit, and just mix it in my, like a little bit in the outer corner. So that it gets a definition. Like this. And I'm gonna mix it well with the purple shade so that it has no harsh lines. You can see it, but still it has no harsh lines. And in the inner corner of my eyes, the color I'm gonna today tap it over there, it's this beautiful like whitish shade, like the nudie shade over here, and I'm gonna put it in my inner corners of my eyes. Like ooh, this shade has a lot of fallout, like this. Just a simple, just a little bit. You can see. And make sure always, like, whenever you use any eyeshadow palette, take the take like one over here and do it like this, so that the dropouts, the fallouts fall. So that's gonna be my inner corners, and I'm gonna use the transition shade which I used, this brownish shade, and I'm just gonna mix it and like over here, so there is no harsh lines. Yes. I'm going to put a little bit more. What you can do for this color to pop out more, you can also put like a foundation, like a concealer in the inner part, like a cut crease. You can put a concealer and cut it out. I'm not gonna do it today because I think this makeup look which I'm doing today, it's for like a go-to basis, so I'm not gonna do the cut crease because I want to keep it simple. But if you want to do it, you can do it for like if you really want to do a cut crease and you want your to be a more definition, and for the dark shade to be more definition, especially the purplish shade, you can spray the Prime and Fix from MAC in just the brush and do it. You can also do a setting spray from ELF that I'm going to show in a little while. So yeah. And I think the colors look so pretty in the palette, but when I put it around, it's like very less pigmented, so you really have to work it out. So that's gonna be the eye look for today. So the eyeliner I'm gonna use today, it's by ELF, the Intense Ink eyeliner in the shade Blackest Black. I think nowadays I'm really not into like nudist eyeliner in the under eyes, so I'm not going to use any nude eyeliner. So this is the Intense eyeliner. It's a pen one. So what I'm going to do is for the Intense eyeliner, like for the pen type of eyeliner, I think you really have to work it around. And also one more thing, when you do your eyeshadow, like this one, always start from the other side, like this. If you're right-handed, start with your left eye and then do your right eye. So for your right eye, start from there and do it all around. And if you're from your right hand, do it over here. Just do it from the end and then come to the middle, and then start from the beginning and then come to the middle. I think it gives your eyes more definition. So yes, so that's the one. And also for mascara today, I'm gonna be using this mascara. It's the Volumizing Defining Mascara from ELF. It creates a voluptuous lashes that looks full and defined. The vitamin B and E enriched formula that helps condition lashes. So So next for the mascara, I'm going to use this e.l.f. Volumizing and Defining Mascara. Also, when you do your lashes, make sure you do it from your right one first. Like if you're right-handed, do your left one first. If you're left-handed, do your right hand first. So my lashes is done. I like it because it's like, I think it's giving a little bit strength over here. So the next thing I'm gonna use is the concealer. The concealer I'm gonna use today is this one. It's the HD Lifting Concealer. This high definition concealer helps hide imperfection and minimizes fine lines. It's formulated with green tea, so I think it's really going to be good for your skin. So that's the size of it. This is the shade in Light. So sorry, my memory card ran out. So this concealer I'm using today, I'm just gonna do it under my eyes. The regular. Ooh. It has like a less coverage. I think it's like, we're gonna see how it works. I think it's a little bit darker than my skin tone. I think I should have used this one as my foundation, the other one as a concealer. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna first try to blend it around and see how does it look. If I'm happy with it, then it's fine. I'm not happy with it. I think it's too dark. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this one. The cover stick. That's in the shade Light Beige, and I'm gonna see how this one works. If this one is good for it, or else, oh, this one is better. This one is way better. Ooh, this one smells like orange. So I did this one. This one is a very better coverage. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mix it, like blend it well. With my skin. So, and then I'm gonna use the powder, this powder, the e.l.f. powder, and where is the brush? And do my, like, set my eyeshadows, set my concealer in places. I'm gonna take this and do that. So for concealer, for contouring, I have this contour palette. It's the e.l.f. contour palette in the shade, I believe it's in the shade, I'm gonna put the link below. It's in the shade Assorted, I don't know. So that's the concealer palette. It has one of the highlighter, I think that's for highlighter too, and the bronzing powder. So I'm gonna take this concealer thing over here, this one, the bronzer, and bronze my face. It's very creamy. And do my I like it. It's like very creamy. The next one I have is I'm gonna use a blush palette. This is the blush palette in the shade Light. It comes with 4 pretty blushes. You can see 3 pink and 1 orange. So because I love this one because it has a big mirror and the blushes are. So the next palette I'm gonna use, as I said, is the blush palette. I'm gonna take the first 2 shade up here and just bum around. There, and mix it well with my beauty blender so there is like no harsh lines. Yes. And for the highlighter today, I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in their shade Moon Pearl. I think it's a very pretty goldenish shade. It's very famous for the color. So I'm gonna use this. I'm just gonna use a random brush. This is a foundation brush. I'm gonna use this. That's the shade. You can see it's like a, I don't know, some people told me like if you want to get the real color of a concealer, I mean to say of a highlighter, scrape the top of this one and then use it, but I'm just going to use it the way I like it. Like I'm just going to do it like this. Ooh. I think if you do it with your hand, you get better results. I'm gonna see about the one that's from the e.l.f. palette, this palette. The first one and the second one, I'm gonna see. Ooh, these are more pigmented and so creamy. I love it. I'm gonna do it in the bridge of my nose, a little in my cupid bones. Yes. And then what I'm gonna do is, when I'm done with that, I'm gonna do my lipstick. So I have 2 lipstick in here. This is the matte lip color in the shade Wine, and this is the one in Day to Night lipstick duo. Let's start with the one Day to Night lipstick duo. I'm gonna show you all 3 swatches, and you can try whichever one you like. And I'm gonna see if I like which one. Today's being such a hard day because the camera I used to film with, it's out of memory, so I have to transform it in the middle of the video to another camera, so I'm not sure. So that's the one. It's the first. There is like a wine color in here, and the second one is like a nudie peach color. So, ooh, it's so pigmented. You can see the shade. This is the first one, this one. Ooh, this nude is even pretty. Look at the nude. It's so pretty. And the wine color that I have, I think the lipstick duos are really good for, it's very hydrating. And I don't, let me just, this one I'm showing is a matte shade. That one, it's not matte, I think it's creamy. Yes, it's a creamy shade. This one is the one. This is it's like a pencil, lip pencil. You can see. So with the one, I think I'm gonna use this one today. I'm gonna liner this. With this one, and do the other one, the glitter, the cream matte one in the middle, like this one, because I think this one has a very good texture. For the winter. So after the lipstick, I just put this one, the e.l.f. lipstick. Let me just touch up. It's very creamy. It is very creamy and very soft. And after that, I'm gonna use this mist. This is the e.l.f. makeup mist and set. It's one of the really good mist. I like to shake it before and spray it. And then I like to buff it out with my my beauty blender, so that it really doesn't melt out. So that's gonna be the final makeup look, which I created with all of my e.l.f. product. So right now I'm gonna give you all the, like, if I like any product, if I don't like it. So I'm gonna start with the beginning and till the end. So first I started with this cream, the e.l.f. Illuminating cream. This cream is really nice. It actually brought brightness under my eyes a little bit more, so I like it. This one, the e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm. I loved it too because it actually really hydrated my skin. Because you can see, normally I really have fragrance right here. Right now I don't because of this one. I really like it. The third thing is this. This is the oil-free sunscreen foundation. This is the Flawless Finish one. I didn't mix the color, like the shade didn't match me, but rather than that, it was a really good foundation. It really blended well. It's a medium coverage, so I put it in a hit. Then the next thing I used is this one, concealer, lighter, the highlighter and the concealer. I used the concealer side. It was not that much pigmented. I didn't like it that much, but about the concealer, you can see it's very pigmented and I liked it. Then what's the eyebrow powder that I love? This is the eyebrow pencil in the shade Deep Brown. Yeah, Deep Brown. It was really good. I loved it. The next product that I used was this one. This is the Prime and Stay Finishing Powder. I really love the powder because I think it brightened my under eyes to an extent. So I loved it. This palette that I used, the what is it called? The Summer Breeze palette. I thought the pigmentation of the palette was really not good. I really didn't like the pigmentation because it was not at all pigmented, as you can see. It's like it's when you swatch it, it's really nice, but when you do it in your hand, it doesn't give you enough pigmentation like this one, and you do it, it doesn't give you enough pigmentation. So I really didn't like that one. I think but for a price for $10, I think it's really nice. But for pigmentation, as you can see, I really had to blend it out and to like put a lot of powder in here. It has a lot of fallout, so make sure when you like do it, just puff it in the corner. Then the two more stuff I loved, like one of the stuffs is, these are the mascara and the eyeliner. This is the eyeliner. This is the e.l.f. Intensive eyeliner. This eyeliner is so good, like with one swatch, it's so dark. I loved it. This is gonna be my go-to for a drugstore one. For a drugstore version, for the pricing, it's the best. Then this mascara is the Volumizing and Defining Mascara. It actually really defined my my lashes really nice, as you can see. So I like this one too. The next thing I used was, which one? This one. The concealer. The concealer, I think it was really dark for me. This was a shade light, but it's not the light. It's, I think, the color that would be perfect for me was fair then, because it's too much like brownish, a medium tone. But when you blend it out, it's really blendable. Like, it blends really well. So I really didn't like the shade, but the formula, I like it. If you wanna just put if you just want to put a highlighter and leave the house for now, this is the best one. It's gonna match my skin tone, so this is really good. The highlighter that I use is this one. This is the e.l.f. All Over Cover Stick. So it really, like you can see, blended really well. It's stick highlighter. This is actually like a foundation that you can just put it all over your face, blend it, and then leave. As you can see, it's really like a highlighter color for me. So I loved it, and it really, like you can see, if I blend it, it really blends well. So I love that product. The e.l.f. Okay, let's talk about, you want me to talk about the highlight? Oh, let's talk about the highlighter first and then the bold palette. This apricot, the Moonlight Pearl highlighter by e.l.f. I didn't like it that much because I think it didn't have enough pigmentation. I didn't know if it was because I need to scrape it off or anything else. But when I put it like it has no glow. It was really dull for me. I didn't like it. Like, even if you put it right now, I had to back out with something else just to put it high. And let's talk about the contour palette. The two palettes I loved. This is the contour and the blush palette. So this is the contour palette. It has a huge mirror in here and 4 colors, the 2 for highlighter and 2 for contour. I loved it. It's so creamy. It's really creamy. I loved it. The other one is the blush palette. This one has 4 blushes, 3 pink, 1 orange. I think I used these 2 shades today to do my blush on, but I think this blush on is very pigmented. So for this palette, I think it was like $6. It's totally worth it. It's totally worth it because if you buy a palette for $42, the Becca ones are gonna last you the same thing. And you can see the pan size is so big. For this one too, the pan size is very big, so it's gonna last you very long. And what else? The other 2 things that I use for the lips is this lip liner and this lipstick. So this lip liner was really good. I used it to line my lips. And this shade I used, this is a duo that I used. I like, it's really creamy. Let me show you a swatch of the nude one. You can see the nude one is so pretty for like a peachy shade tone and stuff. It's really pretty. So this is like a hit for me. And let me show you this one too. This one is in the shade Wine. Like, that's what the shade. It's very, very, very creamy. And for the winter, it's really good because in winter you really need something like creamy in your lips so that you can like it doesn't dry out. This one, it really worked well. I think when you spray it, your pores, I think my pores got a little bit invisible. So I really liked it a lot. So totally the e.l.f. products was a hit for me, except some of the product which the shade didn't match. So I would tell you guys that if you want to buy e.l.f. products, especially foundation, go to the e.l.f. store. And especially e.l.f. is opening in Queen Center Mall in New York City. So if you, I think it's opening on the 20th. So that's why if you want to like share any foundation, try it, then go to the store and you can match it out and you can buy it from there. So so that's the end of the video. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. If you want to see anything in the future, just give me comment or message me or DM me and I will try to do that video. Thank you so much, beauties. Have a great and wonderful weekend. Love you guys.